this is what I came home with from the DeLand flea market and farmer's market today. I didn't video because I really didn't have enough hands. I was drinking coffee at the same time. I brought my video iPad just in case, but I really ran out of hands. So I'm going to show you what I got, and I will video another day there. It's a great market. It has tons of food, pretty reasonable, and then of course all of the other things they have there are very, very inexpensive. I picked up a few paintings. I don't know if they're worth anything or if they're any good, but my theory is if I like the painting, then it's worth it, especially for the price. Like I said, their stuff is very reasonably priced there, and it's just off of State Road 44. It's at the DeLand Fairgrounds. And it's the farmer's market, flea market, and it's every Wednesday. But you have to get there early. I got there and they were closing down within the hour. They start packing up about 12, actually. So this is one of the paintings, and it's signed G. DeLuca, 1965. And it was my birth year, so I actually bought it. But I do like it, and I like the colors. It kind of blends in with some of my home furnishings here. So that's my rule of thumb on paintings. If you like them, get them if you can use them. Otherwise, you just don't know what the artist is unless you're really good at naming things. This does not, I looked it up and I couldn't find any information. There is a famous G. DeLuca, but the handwriting does not match mine. This was done in 1965. So I'm not sure about this. It almost looks like, I don't know. It almost looks like it's a print or something. There's actual oil painting. It looks like people have touched it up over the years. I don't know. It's very old though. I did find this little crystal cup vase here. It's pretty dirty. I haven't cleaned it up yet. But this is a Princess House vase for $1. That DeLuca painting was $3. Now, if you put it in a gorgeous frame, and my favorite place to purchase frames from is Franken Frames online, and this is only like an 8x11 piece right here. So the frame's going to be pretty cheap to do there. So that was one thing. I did pick up a pile of Foster Grant sunglasses for $1. I'm forever losing my good ones, and I'm also scratching up my sunglasses, so for $1, yeah, I can throw it in a purse and who cares. I did find this other painting here, which is another one I'm not quite sure about. Klinger, S. Klinger or Klein, I'm not sure what the name is. And I'm not sure if this is a print and then somebody touched it up. I know that there's been touch-up done on this, and I know that this is very old. And again, I thought this could go in basically into anybody's kitchen, so I picked it up. Here is the gouge on the front. I don't think it's really old because it's done on one of those canvas boards. It is old, but you know, not old enough where the canvas, because the canvas boards I know aren't that old in history. If you find one on like tan linen, then that's an old original oil painting. This, somebody wrote Klinger on the back of it. That's newly written. So I'm not sure of this painting again. So my rule of thumb is if you like it and can use it, then I pick it up and buy it. This will be going in my kitchen, I think. I'm going to put a gorgeous, gorgeous frame around it, and then I think it'll look pretty. But I don't buy paintings, you know, for the name or to resell. My rule of thumb is if I like it, I'll buy it, if I can use it in my house. Otherwise, I'm not going to purchase them because I don't know enough about this. This is another painting I picked up. And this one, it's kind of by a no-name artist. It is signed Laverne, and I don't know how to spell the last name, or pronounce the last name. There's her S-C-H. I think that's an where is it? O-E-N or O-E-M-L-A-U-B. I'm not sure. But when I looked her up, she died when she was 58, born in 1910, I think it is. She's from, like, I don't know where she was from, but she lived at one time in Deltona, and she was showing her paintings in DeLand in I think it was like 68. She was showing her paintings. But this is of the Blue Ridge Mountains. It says it on the back, and it was in 1974, I think. A year before she died, she painted this. This, when I look at this painting is really beautifully done. And so that's why I picked this up. The bread pit paintings with candles, that was, I think, $1. So I picked it up for $1. So whether it's worth anything or not, I like it, so I can hang it in my kitchen. The little one by DeLuca was $3. Whether I like it, you know, whether it's worth anything or not, for $3, I like it, so I can use it and hang it. And this one, I just love this. She did an absolutely gorgeous job on this. She was very talented. When I'm looking at this painting, I mean, I'm an artist, and I can, you know, I don't know if I can paint as good as she does. Her trees are incredible. And then this field here is just beautiful. So with a beautiful frame, this one was $15, and it's a pretty good size. And it's got great colors. It's like that beautiful purpley blue in the background there on those mountains. The only thing I really don't care about is the sky. She didn't do that great. But here's one I did of Renoir, a copy of Renoir. But the colors are beautiful, and they'll go in most homes. So I think with a beautiful frame on it, and I like the fact that she's a woman painter. I really think that's interesting. And look how gorgeous that painting is. It's just beautiful. So these are my little treasures that I found at the DeLand flea market. Of course, I also picked up some eggplants for dinner, and they were $1 a piece. So you can find great treasures in this little flea market. And as I was talking to many of the people there at the flea market, a lot of them are from Renegers, which is in Mount Dora, and they come over on Wednesdays to the DeLand flea market to set up their things. And there was some people also from St. Augustine too that I was talking to, but many of the vendors there are actually from Renegers, so that's kind of cool. And I'll be hitting Renegers again next weekend to find some cool treasures. But I wanted to share with you my little haul from the DeLand flea market. And there was also, they also have a lot of new stuff too that people are trying to sell, but a lot of mixtures of antiques and things snuck in. And what I found was the Reneger people really had some good stuff there. So we will definitely be going back our next day off. The problem is it's on a Wednesday, and so since I teach school, it's hard to get off on Wednesdays, but this was spring break, so I had a great time there. If you do go to the DeLand market, though, make sure you go early, because like I said, they do pack up. They start packing up around 12-ish, especially if, well, depending on the weather, but they started, today was a great day, and they started packing up today around 12, and I think it's over by 1. But anyways, I wanted to show you my haul, and I hope you like what I got.